Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. Doesn't the base look different today? Oh yes, we are making big progress as always. It does take a lot of time though, and this thing in the middle, this is the way to go. I wish I'd have thought about this from the get-go because this has made things so much easier. Now that the sun has just come up, we are also now going to be ready to move some of these healing bubbles, which I've put all the way down this wall here. I don't know if that's going to be a permanent arrangement or not. But we can start plopping them down and repairing things in mass like that, which is really cool. So yeah, the idea here is to have a big platform in the middle and just stockpile all of the things that we have on top of it in groups. As you can see here, we put our drills together, and we're probably at a point now where I could look at that and say, let's just get rid of those ones because we're probably never going to use them. And the same for some other things here as well. But as of right now, I haven't been thinking about that too much. I've really been focusing on collecting everything and getting it all on here. So we still need a few more blocks to finish our platform, and this thing right here is just an absolute monstrosity right now, where I just drag and drop blocks from it. Another thing I'm going to do is keep a few more wheels and just put them on the outside here. I am a little bit worried about how that affects the positioning of this, because when I dismantled the thing that was here in the middle before, if you remember, we had like the first wall that we had built. That thing sort of changed as I started to remove blocks. It was like I was alleviating pressure and then the whole structure would shift around, which was strange behaviour, but we learn about this game as we go along. Let's plop you down over here. Now we could probably use more than one, but I'll just do it sort of manually like that. So this gives us plenty of space to drive our different techs around the outside. You can see this wall over here is going to be considerably further. Well, actually, now that I look at it, they're quite similar in space. I guess they're much wider than this is narrow. So we'll have room to run some other little projects, like over here we've got some of these things which will dismantle items. We can just drop them onto there. So when we decide that, hey, actually maybe that's more than enough blocks that we've got over here, we can dismantle them for money. So it's all sort of going in the right direction, and I've spent a lot of time moving these blocks around. Let's move this once again. Just keep on top of this. There we go, it's doing some healing. So as of right now, I'm not too sure what the next step actually is. It's probably to take out more of these techs that are nearby. That one especially is a little bit worrying. It looks like it's armed to the teeth. It's close by, and this thing over here is not fit for fighting at the moment because we've got all of this new equipment. And that's probably actually what we're going to do this episode, isn't it? We're going to check out the new equipment, figure out what it can do. Yeah, so as of right now, I think what I need to do is get this vehicle off of here, and then maybe we'll go and fight a couple of techs around us. Just clear them out of the area. We are going to do an experiment together quickly. I just had an idea. Right there we have a cab. I want to sort of zoom in, but that's about as close as I can go. That's definitely the cab, isn't it? If we move that, we're still sort of zoomed in on this thing, and then when we release and it's not attached, and then we should see... Can we put it down like closer to the ground? That now we're focused in on that and not this building. Okay, that makes sense. Also, we can drive to our destination. I'm wondering, if we put a cab on this thing, will it make disconnecting the two easier? And if it does, that's going to be a wonderful thing to learn. So let's attach you there. This thing now has two cabs, so if we break the block in the middle, it all falls apart. Fair enough, we gave it a try, we've learned something. I thought the second cab might, make that consider itself a structure. And can we get off of here as well? We probably can if we drag these blocks around like so. So before we can really do anything, we've got to tidy up this mess now as well. There we go, we're free. And our blocks are under attack. I do believe that'll just be all of these ones nudging into one another. Let's get charged up here. I don't want to go too close to that one over there. That's the first one we're going to fight. We've also got that little thing. That looks interesting. Maybe we'll fight that as well. Yeah, let's get charged up. Let's get these items docked in our middle area. And yeah. So I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but this thing doesn't have AI on it. The reason why is so it can't fire all of these weapons. And also we got those fireworks over here which will do damage to us. So very good reason we don't have that right there. And what was the other thing I was going to mention? Yeah, how far you can zoom in on this thing is actually limited by its height. As I was adding more of these things around the outside, it kind of zoomed it out again. So I've removed a few of those, and I might remove a few more. And already this thing is almost complete. And it's pretty full up as well, which is really cool to see. So we're going to go get ourselves some more blocks. We don't want those wheels over there. I think we're done with those. There's also a lot of supplies on here now that I can look at and say, If we get some drills, don't need those, and yeah, that's going to make life easier. Just leave behind the right things. So let's go. Let's go and drop off these wheels. I forgot about them. Yes, and there's also a couple of extra blocks, bits and bobs on here. Oh dear, what have I done? Please go back on the front. There we go. That I've also forgotten about. The fireworks mainly, and we've got a coil laser and a wheel. Don't need these. Yikes, I didn't even notice them, did I? There we go. Oh, I think we've got a couple of those on the front still. Yeah, I might replace them with the coils again. But for now, we're going to go and fight this thing. We're going to try and hit it right there on that angle. And I think it's just... Oh no, it's perfect. And now we can sort of sit here. Oh, it's getting in close and it is hurting our coil lasers at the front. And it's coming too close to the base for my liking. We need to destroy this thing quickly, don't we? And it's just messy. There's low FPS. Let's get right in there. I think it's dead. So what was the damage to us? No coil lasers. Nothing at all. It's like we've got some sort of victory confetti around us at the moment. Oh, good stuff. So, loads and loads of coil lasers again. These things, love picking those up because you can anchor them into the ground. In fact, that's our cheap way of anchoring, really, is just picking them up from these ones over and over again. So I'll take the blocks. They're always going to be good. As for the rest of this stuff, though, very tempting to take all of the weapons, but, you know, we've got so many of them, and these things are so easy to destroy. I think the only thing we're after now may be like a shield from it. I think sometimes these ones have shields, but I don't see any. And of course, these things right here, oh, including the coil lasers, we could perhaps dismantle and possibly automate some of that as well. Yeah, that would be a really good idea. And that's a good way to make money. Let's move those over to the side a bit. There's an item back here that I wanted to pick up. Got to go a little bit further though. And man, why does it have to be nighttime now? There we go. Grab you. Bring you over here. What do you pick up? Is it just raw materials? Or is it this stuff as well? You're going to plop yourself up there? Doesn't look like it, does it? There is another one I want to try then. That's on this vehicle. Let's go in here and grab that thing. That's, I think, also called a receiver like the small one. And let's plop this thing down and see if that picks anything up. Because I left an item on the ground and I'm pretty sure... There you go, that one picks them up. Aha! So, what we might be able to do is make a vehicle that comes in, goes through the scrap, and then sells it. That should be relatively easy. In fact, we can possibly just do that right now. So let's plop you there. I'll sort you out later on. Let's get ourselves a delivery cannon with a scrapper in front of it. Can we attach you to the scrapper? Yeah, this thing doesn't like having anything attached to it, which makes me think its usage has to be kind of manual, which would be a little bit annoying. That being said, it's got two connection points here, right? There's like two places where it connects. So, if we had our delivery cannon here, and then we put that there, and believe me, this is not a final design, we should be able... Yeah, look, we can sort of do that. Does that still work? When it's on its side, can it then pick up the item? I don't think it can. No, it has to be propped up normally. Okay, so then we have to ask the question of what do the smaller ones do. I'm pretty sure they don't because we've been using them a lot before. But if they do, then that's interesting. So where is a smaller pad? I see one. We've got it. I haven't put any of those on our thing in the middle yet, so it's still a pain. And where did that drop? Just over there. It would be nicer if you had like other ways to move items, like maybe you had an inventory just for holding on to something. So that can now go there, and I can't drop it on, can I? It probably won't pick it up off of the ground. Let's sort of drop it on top of the wheel. Can we do something like that? No. Okay, well maybe that won't work, but I'll think about it. Maybe there is something we can do here. So this looks really good. I just got 360 from a single... I was going to call it a coil laser. It's a stud laser. I keep getting the two of those mixed up, don't I? If we drop that in there, you'll see... Oh yeah, look at the animation as well. I love it up close. We get two of these. These are worth 150 each, which is crazy amount. And what are you called? Is it going to tell me? You going to tell me? No, it gets away. I'll find out later on. And I think this is the way to go, actually. We always want to harvest them for blocks, and now maybe we can turn the scraps into money as well. And it didn't sort of cross my mind earlier that they do spawn with a lot of the normal type blocks as well. What are they called again? The GSO, yes. That's what I was thinking of. So I was thinking we could temporarily modify this, have like a delivery cannon on either side, and then drag and drop them into either one. It'd be nice if we could automate this, but I don't think there is a way to do that. Of course, if you know, leave a comment down below and let me know. And what we might do is repurpose a vehicle for this, but I think as of right now, I'm just going to use this one. So we're going to go and take on that one over there, which looks really, really odd. That thing over there looks mean and very mobile as well. It is moving around easily. This thing, though, just looks like a defensive powerhouse. Let's do this! Kaboom! Oh, actually, if we sit back here, it seems that we're sort of out of range of it. And now we're bringing it a little bit too close for my liking. Yeah, let's back out of this situation. Uh-oh, it's going to blow up. Lots of stuff is getting damaged. There we go. So, our towers came in to help a lot right there. And it looks like most of that stuff actually got blown up. We got some armor pieces left over. And I don't see any coil lasers or GSO blocks that we can consume, unfortunately. But all of this held up, which is good to see. And I do want to do a little bit of check. This thing has a health bubble on it. And what I want to do is move one of these over to the front, closer to all of the weapons. And it looks like it actually hits a lot of them, because you can see here all of this stuff is good. There we go, that's nice to know. Alright then, I'm going to pick up the few bits of armor. And then we're going to go look for another tech. Maybe that one over there. Alright, here we go. I've charged up a little bit. This thing definitely looks mean. We're yet to meet a machine that's like going to overpower us, and this one I think might do with its mobility. It's also going to be vulnerable for the same reason. As soon as we hit out a wheel, it's on the ground by the looks of it. And there we go. And there's me speaking this, you know, we might meet something a little bit stronger than us, and down it goes immediately. Are you destroyed yet? Oh, there's some new block types. No, no, don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Oh, yes, at last. I've been waiting to see one of these. I don't need to describe what that is. You can see it. Yes, they go 5, 4, 6 maybe long. I think they actually only go up to 5, so that's the longest there is. Let's grab that. Coil lasers, that's what we're looking for. So we can attach those in here. We could also use the receiver to pick this stuff up. Does it pick up something like a refinery? Based on where it's put, it's probably not going to do too much, is it? Let's whack it on the end here. And let's chuck that refinery. Are you going to just drop down on the ground? Cheers. Let's see what this thing will pick up. It'll pick up a wheel. It's got some of those firework guns on it. Okay, they're not new to us anymore. I think this thing has 4 items in total. Interesting. It can do a refinery. Can basically do anything, can't it? And actually it does quite a lot of items. Wow, this thing is what we need to you know, to bring back items instead of attaching them to, yeah, our vehicle. It's kind of crazy. So let's detach that because we don't actually need a lot of those. Put it up there and take the ones that we do, which is that. I'm going to take the refinery and that's it. The rest can stay behind. Are there any more techs in this area? I would like to destroy some stuff. Actually, these wheels, I'm going to take those as well. Let's attach them to the receiver thing. And what I'm going to do... Ooh, that was unexpected. We did a flip. Achievement get. Something just blew up. Oh dear. Let's have a look. This thing's okay. Why did it do a flip? What did we lose? It looks like everything's okay on this side. Yeah, let's attach you there at the back. I want to make this thing a little bit bigger and attach one of those tractor pad things. They're probably the best. Although, didn't we just like test this out a moment ago? They don't pick them up. The receivers do. So the receiver will need to point into one of those pads. I think that's how it's going to work. What are you doing near my base? Get away. You're not welcome here. I think that wheel at the back is bad for us. We're shooting into the ground because of it. And now let's back off a touch. And it's destroyed. Amazing. Right, so we're going to upgrade our vehicle a little bit. This is so odd. I'm going to press backwards and we're going to go forwards. I'm going to press forwards and we're going to go backwards. Yeah, something's wrong here. I think it's the cab. I think it's rotational. And I put it in facing the wrong way around. I mean, it looks like it's facing forward to me, but that's backwards apparently, which is odd. So let's try again. What about now? Nope, still backwards. Let's give it a little rotation here. If it can actually do that. It's going on the side, which is not quite what I was looking for. Let's try that again. Let's press the other one. Let's press G. Sometimes, yeah, look at that. Sometimes they rotate a little better. No, it's still going the wrong way. That is really odd. I don't know what's caused it to do that if not the rotation of the cab. Maybe because it's closer to the front, or what is the front at the moment. Let's put it over here. Are you now closer to that side? No, apparently. Okay, we'll put you over there. Or not there. And you there, and... Nope, still the wrong way around. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's kind of frustrating because What happens if I put you down here? Oh, that's interesting. I know what the problem is now. I put this cab up the top here. And if I take that off, won't it all break apart? We do not want that. And that's actually what's facing in the wrong direction. I can't remember when I did that, but I didn't mention it. Now it moves in the right direction. Fascinating stuff. Well, actually, I'd like to use this one. If we can make it face the right direction for us, that would be great. Because then we could attach this one to another building, as these blocks are going to be expensive. Well, we sussed that one out. If we put it back there now, we're still going to move forward because this one was there first. So let me put it back under here. The other thing that I want to talk about is the speed of this thing. Let's rotate you. There we go. Nice and easy. Put that back up the top. So now it feels like it's a little bit faster. Really probably not too much in it. And turning, to me, is definitely slower. Now, if we take out the back wheels, we turn to the sides really quickly. And I think that's because you have this sort of middle one right here as a pivot. So what I think might work is if we have wheels at the front, wheels at the back, and then we arrange the two on the side, so there's only one on the side and it's directly in the middle, which is possible if we do it like that. So now, let's see what you're like when you turn. Oh, look at that. No, it's because they were close together as well. Maybe if we move these in a little bit, that might work. And now I've got to rotate you. Okay, I'll only take a second. There we go. And now, can you turn quicker? No, they might even need to be closer still. The whole quick turn thing is completely gone now. I'm going to move them back forward to how they were, but I don't know what would make it different. Maybe it has something to do with the distribution of weight. So I'm not going mad here, am I? For some reason that just works when it's at the front. And I guess weight would have some sort of bearing on it, and most of the weight is here at the front. So I'll accept that. I think we're going to leave it like this for now, because it doesn't seem to be that much slower. Oh no, it is actually significantly slower. So maybe what we do is we change out the back wheels whenever we want to go into combat, because that is definitely faster, isn't it? So we've got a victim over here, however it's not got anything that we want to sell on it. So what I'm probably going to do is just go on another little adventure exploring and hopefully encounter one of those ones with all the coil lasers, because we want to sell those. Those are going to be worth a lot of money, and that's probably the way that we're going to progress forward. And then in the next one, we'll be able to... Look at you, you don't have anything at all, do you? Different sort of cab, but other than that, you've got nothing that we need. And he's trying to attack me with a drill, I'm sure of it. Well, those wheels, have we seen those before? I'm pretty sure we have. We better move quick. Which is something we can't do in this vehicle because it's slow. Let's go around like this, turn around, and kaboom! What are you? You're one of those ones again. Okay. See you later. No trouble at all, no trouble at all. I don't think you have any coil lasers or anything of use right now. One of those again. I actually don't think I have any of those left over from where we found it before, so I'll hold on to that. Yeah, so I'm going to go exploring. And what is that? Speaking of exploring, I think we've immediately found something very interesting looking. It might have some new items. It looks bizarre. And we're going to destroy it. And it's almost destroyed. Right, we took a fair bit of damage there. So we blew up all of its weapons. I don't think there was anything unique on it anyway. Come on! There we go, see you later. So what's left over after all that carnage? You know, we do so much firepower now, we're going to destroy everything that comes along with it. That looks like a bracket. It might be... It's probably not, it's probably one of the normal ones, but the EXP might have a bracket as well. I'll hold on to those are good. And what's this? That actually... Oh, it's just a firework cannon. Okay. Anything spawned? Nope. Alright, we're going to continue on exploring. And I think I see something over there. Just noticed this thing off in the distance. This is a new block type. I don't know when that's going to be useful, but it's another one from the... Oh, why can't I remember the names of these things? GSO is the base, EXP is the other one. Venture? I do believe it's Venture. And I think what I saw from the distance was actually a bunch of rocks. Okay. So I've been on a little adventure, and we lost our receiver thing on the back. However, we got two of these... Loads of delivery cannons, all sorts of things, including a new block type, which is over here. No, that's not it. I'm really worried about that thing. It's getting closer and closer. Let's get in there. Let's take it out. I'll show you the new block in a moment. Let's start firing on this thing immediately and try and stay sort of at this quarter angle from where all those coil lasers are, which is exactly what we're looking for. Let's fire into the middle and hopefully hit the cab at some point. Maybe go a little bit closer here. There we go. Nice. That is going to be amazing. One thing I want to check is if these pick up items, because they did a moment ago, but I could have swore that they don't do that. Maybe it was how close they were to something else. Yeah. Somehow this item popped into the middle of it, and I was like, they don't do that. And unfortunately, we've lost our other one. And by the way, when I found this other vehicle with loads of stuff, I mean, there were so many blocks that you can sell. Now that we've got, like, stupid amounts of... well, we can't see them from here, but the default block in the game and the two wide ones, we can just sell them, including weapons as well. Loads of pound cannons dropped, and I started selling them as well, so that worked out pretty good. And I guess I can sit around here and make lots and lots of money. I think you're basically making more than you would harvesting, right? So this seems to be the way to go, plus we get some blocks as well. And these are the ones that I was talking about, the sort of things that you can sell as well as the weapons. So there's actually just tons of stuff we can sell. And I think I would like to find more of these things because they're incredibly slow. And that would make a big difference, wouldn't it? So let's head back over here. Hopefully... that's leaving like a little particle trail there. I thought we were on fire or something. Hopefully that's not going to despawn over there. I could have just clicked on this to show you. Let's attach that battery back again. These blocks right here, look, they're too wide. I found those. So another block uncovered. And speaking of having more of those things, we do have more. Let's bring them over here and put these to use. Finally, another one spawns, but it's the wrong type. If you have a look at the amount of money that I have up the top here, I've been going at it. This has been really productive. However, nothing's spawned for a while. I've been going back and forth and finding nothing but the venture techs. And that one over there, I think, doesn't have a lot of stuff that we can disassemble, which is unfortunate. But it's been extremely productive. We now have 35,000, which means we can get all the things that we need to expand our base, and it's just going ever so well. I really like this tactic. I want to show you it on camera, just how much stuff you can actually get, but we'll probably do that in the next episode, as that's going to be it from me. This one, we do have this new item as well that I found, which is a stud pulse booster. So that's something for flight, I do believe. But other than that, it's been going extremely well. I'm really happy with this base project and how much stuff we've been learning in the recent episodes. Do hope you have all been enjoying it as well. If you have, leave a like on the video. It makes a big difference. As always, the support is appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next episode. So, as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.